Yeah, what is going on, everybody? I am your host, Slackerz Gaming, bringing you our next matchup in the Fighter Pass tournament. So if you're new and you're stumbling across this, wondering what this is, basically I took a bunch of characters, put them into a tournament format, and then each day on my channel I upload one matchup from the tournament, and we take turns, well, not turns, but we vote for who we'd rather see as a DLC character that matchup for the day. And today's matchup, you can see the characters' names are in the parentheses at the very end of the title. So you would either vote for character A, character B, or if you absolutely love both, you can vote for both. And how do you vote? Simply type the name of the character or both down in the comments. So one vote per person. It's a double elimination tournament, meaning the character has to lose twice. So if they lose once, they drop down to what is called the loser bracket. You lose from there, then you're done. So that's how that goes. Voting for each matchup only stays open for 1 week. Just helps the tournament move at a pretty fast pace. So all good with that. And yeah, pretty much those are the simple rules. If there's ever a tie in the voting, I'll flip a coin. You guys will see that. Best way to break the tie. Easy to do. So with that being said, we have to go over the matchup from last week, which was Erdrick, and this was a loser bracket matchup. So one of these characters is about to be eliminated. But it featured Erdrick from the Dragon Quest series taking on Cuphead from the Cuphead series. So this was pretty interesting. We were coming off the heels of Nintendo Direct where they started showing and potentially hinting at a Dragon Quest rep. They had a lot of Dragon Quest stuff showing off in their Direct. And Cuphead is just kind of character that doesn't really get talked about too much. So the way the voting turned out, though, Cuphead ended up winning this one by 5 votes. So Cuphead had 26 votes. Erdrick only had 21. So Erdrick is eliminated. Just based on my little bit of results, because this is the second tournament Erdrick has been in of mine where he doesn't really go that far. I'm not seeing a ton of support or a ton of really want for the character. So little interesting. Again, small channel, small number of votes, but take it for what it is. But congrats to Cuphead, who gets to move on for one more match, because it's the loser bracket, so Cuphead already has one loss. But Cuphead will be facing Sans in the next round, but that's the next round. So we got to go to today's matchup. Actually, Cuphead's matchup will come up on Monday. So there you go. All right, but today's matchup is Steve from Minecraft taking on Sub-Zero from Mortal Kombat. So yeah, that's who you'd vote for, one of the two, or obviously if you would want both of these characters, you are allowed to vote for both. So let's do this. All right, let's start with Steve. So of course, let's get this easy stuff out of the way. Minecraft has been talked about since like last summer when the leaker Vergaben was saying there's going to be some sort of Minecraft content in Smash. That's pretty much the only thing Vergaben really got wrong about the base game, not DLC stuff, because been totally way off. Nothing has come true as of yet, but had pretty much everything else. And then yeah, so Steve Minecraft is probably in the discussion for Smash representation somehow, whether it's in the form of a character such as Steve, whether maybe it would be an item or maybe a boss, something, maybe like an assist trophy like Creeper. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. That'd be pretty unique as well. Maybe a stage, somewhat, maybe like a Mario Maker kind of stage where it kind of rebuilds itself and whatever it kind of does. It's not just one set stage. It kind of morphs into other stuff, which would be kind of cool. I kind of like stages like that. Mix up the gameplay a bit. But so Minecraft, of course, we already know Minecraft's one of the most popular games on the planet, and I could again, I don't have a negative or positive opinion. Never played Minecraft. Have no intention to. Doesn't interest me. But would Steve make a good addition? I think he would, in terms of kind of what the series, the game that he comes from, Minecraft. Obviously, it's a big time series. It's on Nintendo console, so some people like to say, oh, if it's not on Nintendo or never has been, it shouldn't happen. Well, it is. So there goes, there's that for that, whatever. But so I think he's got potential for a moveset as well. He's got swords and pickaxes, torches, I don't know. Again, I've never played Minecraft, but if you have whatever weapons, I think he's got a shield as well. You could come up with a moveset based on items from the game. It's not that difficult, you know. Use a little bit of imagination. You can give anybody a moveset. But yeah, again, going to DLC, would Steve for Minecraft sell? Yeah, obviously he would. Big time character from a big time franchise. Yeah, that'll sell. It's just got the ingredients. There's always those people, and that are just kind of, you know, anti Minecraft. They don't want that community to come in, but it's not like it's gonna ruin the game. I don't think it would ruin the game that much, especially if it's DLC. Not every 8-year old is going to end up purchasing Steve, and you know, like, what are you going to face every single one of them online and matches, and that's going to somehow ruin your experience? Nah, I don't think so. I mean, you could play with them offline. You could, you know, I think bringing, you know, somebody from a different sort of series and fan base, you know, something like that, bringing them into Smash, I could see how, you know, it might irk some people, but I don't see it as that big of a problem. I don't know. If you guys think otherwise, let me know why you wouldn't want somebody from a series, you know, fan base wise, I guess. I don't know. A different discussion. But Steve, I think he makes sense. Microsoft, Nintendo, pretty buddy lately, so he's probably on the top of the list, honestly. If Microsoft does get a rep, up there with Banjo as well. But Steve, I think, makes a lot of sense. I can definitely see this happening. And, well, only time will tell if it does. But let's move on to his opponent here, Sub-Zero, right? How would Sub-Zero work in Smash Bros? First of all, people don't like the fact that he's, you know, from an M-rated game, the blood and the gore and all that stuff. Well, you can definitely tone him down moveset-wise to make him still feel like Sub-Zero and make him fit, you know, the Smashy sort of style as well. I mean, he was in Injustice as well, and that was rated T for teen, so he's not, Sub-Zero's been in games that are not just rated M. So again, here's like a little sort of, I don't know, little mock-up that I found, which is pretty useful. But here's how a moveset could work. That doesn't have to be too gruesome, but little ice blast, maybe freeze the opponent for a second or two, kind of maybe like a stun effect. Sliding on the ice that he shoots out, slide across, maybe do a little shoulder tackle for like a little dash attack would be cool. Could clone himself, ice clone here, maybe down B, down neutral, whatever you want to call it. I don't know. I'm not sure what it would do, but there's that for that. And then ground ice, he just shoots ice straight down at the feet of the opponents, maybe slowing them down just a bit, or make them, you know, when they're running, they slide on whatever the ice is, if there's any on the ground, something like that. And then Frosty for a final smash, maybe just completely freezes the opponents, and then there's, I don't know, whatever. But you can come up with a moveset. Obviously, he is from a fighting game after all. Mortal Kombat's one of the most iconic, most recognizable fighting franchises across all of gaming. If you play games, you've heard of Mortal Kombat. I mean, it's been around since what, the 1980s? Yeah. Or maybe early 1990s. I don't remember exactly, but it's been around for forever, right? It's got so many iconic characters, such as Scorpion, Sub-Zero, you got Raiden, you got Johnny Cage. I could keep going, but we'll focus on Sub-Zero. So, moveset, I think you can make it work. Not personality, but tone-wise, I think you can make him fit, make him still feel like himself while still fitting the Smash Bros. Sort of style. I could see this happening, or I don't know if I could. I mean, I can kind of see this happening, actually. You know, Mortal Kombat getting a rep in Smash Bros. Plus, that fact alone really makes me want somebody from Mortal Kombat to happen. So, I mean, it might be the closest we ever get to Mortal Kombat against Street Fighter. Fighting game fans, who wouldn't want to see that, right? Ryu or Ken against Sub-Zero or Scorpion or Raiden, or, you know, anybody from Mortal Kombat, honestly. So, I think he could work. I think he'd be a pretty awesome, unique character. I mean, there's very few characters that really have anything to do with ice. Of course, ice climbers, but maybe somewhat focus around, I don't want to say completely focus around freezing, because I know ice climbers can freeze their opponent with their down special, like the little blizzard or the whatever they shoot out. They can freeze an opponent. I know Lucas has the PK freeze that can freeze an opponent, but maybe a little bit more to do with the moveset. Like I said, the ice freezing, maybe neutral B, or the shooting ice down at the opponent's feet, maybe kind of slowing them down for a second or two, something like that would be pretty interesting while dealing damage, obviously. But I don't know. I think Sub-Zero, I think you can make Mortal Kombat work, but I don't know. I do always have problems with, again, he's not just an M-rated character, but I always kind of have that sort of, all right, they're M-rated. I don't think they completely fit the style of Smash Bros. But I don't know. For this case, I think he's a bit different. I think you can tone down Mortal Kombat characters and still make them feel the way that they should, for their actual character, and still fit the Smash Bros. Style. But this one's weird. I'm actually, I would love Sub-Zero. I'd love Mortal Kombat. And, well, that's who I'm going to vote for. I'm voting Sub-Zero on this one. I just think there's enough there that makes me go, all right, I can get past the M-rated sort of thing, because you can't, like I keep saying, you can tone down the character to make him fit. So my vote is going to be for Sub-Zero in this one. Just way more of an attachment. I can see this character working pretty well. So, yeah, my vote's for Sub-Zero to Mortal Kombat on this one. So that is going to be it for this one. Quick sneak peek for tomorrow's upload. Looks like Mortal Kombat is going to be back. We got Spyro taking on Scorpion, so Scorpion's back at it. And then that's the matchup and the results. Oh, here we go. Results from the winner's bracket. We'll get the results of Agumon taking on Ryu Hayabusa. Should be an interesting one. And then, yeah, that's tomorrow. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this one. I look forward to your voting as always. And hopefully we'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace out, everybody.